Hi guys, I just wanted to get on here and update you guys a little bit because the last time I came on here I just told you kind of what happened last cycle. So today is cycle day 16. So on Sunday I went in for my cycle day 13 ultrasound. So at first I was kind of disappointed, but then thought about it a little bit and it was probably pretty good news. So at my ultrasound I had 15 resting follicles on my right side, and so obviously those aren't going to ovulate. And on the left I had two 10 millimeter and one 23 millimeter, which I've never had that big of one. I usually get my ultrasounds on cycle day 12, but I've never had that one not even close to being that big. I think my biggest one was like a 17, and I thought that was like crazy. So I wasn't really expecting to have it be that big. I wasn't expecting to be ready for this already. And so I didn't get my trigger shot filled, and it was on a Sunday, and he was like, you need to trigger tonight, and you need to come in for your IUI on Tuesday. And I was like, oh crap. What am I gonna do because all the pharmacies are closed? Well, it was like a battle trying to get that trigger shot. I had to call like every single pharmacy. I was really upset with my clinic. Like, they didn't really help me. There was another girl there that had the same problem as me, and they pretty much just told us to like go home, call every single pharmacy that we thought of and see if they had it. So I was pretty upset, and I live like an hour away from my clinic and away from like where I would be able to like pick up the trigger shot, because we live in the country. And so I was really pissed. I went home and I called like every single pharmacy when they opened, because my ultrasound was really early. It was like at 7:15 in the morning. So I called every single freaking place, and none of them had it. None of them. They didn't even carry them. I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I ended up calling so my clinic is like linked with the University of Colorado hospital. So I called the hospital and I called the on-call doctor, and I just ended up having them like pretty much figure it out for me, and they had the on-call doctor from the pharmacy I usually get it at, which was closed, come in. Did I say on-call doctor? I meant pharmacist. Pharmacist from the pharmacy I usually get it at, come in, especially for me and this other girl, because she didn't find anything either. And he came in and told me to be there in an hour and he would have it done for me. So that ended up getting worked out, but it was a really stressful day. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it or not. So that's what happened with that. Then I took my trigger shot that night at 9:30 p.m. And like I said, I was kind of disappointed because I only had like the one mature follicle, but it was really big, and I've heard a lot of people getting pregnant when they're that big. So then I had my IUI yesterday. It went really, really well. Not much to say about that. Then I also had to get somebody to cover me at work, because Tuesday I was supposed to work, and I've called in quite a bit for my fertility appointments. And I was like, I really can't call in anymore. I really need somebody to help me out. So this really, really nice girl I work with that works night shift ended up staying like 16, she worked like 16 hours. She stayed 4 hours in the morning for me. She usually would have gotten off at like 7:30. She stayed till 11:15 until I got there, because my IUI was at like 9:30. But he didn't actually do it until 10. So then I was out of there by 10:30, and then when I got to work, it was like 11:15. But I'm so thankful that she helped me out. So thankful, because I seriously am worried that if I call in again, I'm going to get fired. So that went really, really well. I ended up telling my boss about my infertility. He has no clue. Everybody else at work pretty much knows, but he doesn't. Because I emailed him and I was like, this is what's going on. This is why I need you to stay for me. I've already paid all this money. I really need to go to this appointment. And I don't know how to explain to my manager. He's kind of like just non-social, and he kind of comes off as being rude. And so he actually told me, he was like, oh, that sounds great. He's like, thank you for taking care of it. And then at the end, he's like, good luck. And so now I'm going to be really pissed if I'm not pregnant, because now pretty much everyone knows. Because I told a few people at work because they realized that I was coming in late. And I'm like, I'm done like keeping this a secret, like whatever. I'll just tell people. So hopefully this one works, and I want to be like, no, it didn't work. Think so. So since the IUI, a few hours after when I was at work, I started getting like the most ridiculous ovulation pain that I've ever experienced in my whole life. Like, it has never been this bad. And I knew it was ovulation pain because it was on my left side, and that's where all my follicles were. The 2 10s and the 23 were on the left. And so I knew it. I just knew. And I thought it would get better, but it just got worse throughout the day. It became like really uncomfortable for me to just even walk. And I'm a CNA at a hospital. Like, I do a lot of walking. And so it was really, really difficult yesterday. And I had to work like an extra hour because I told that girl that came in for me that I had to work at least an extra hour for her so she could get some more sleep before she had to come back to work. So it was a really long day. Then last night I started my progesterone suppositories. So I did that last night. It was really, really weird. It's really weird doing those. They're really, really small. They're like, I can't even do it with my hand. They're like the size of the point of my finger. They're little, and it's just like a little ball. I've seen some people's that like are bigger and like long, and look like an actual pill. Mine just looks like a circular little ball thing, but it's like super tiny. So I did that last night. That was interesting. And surprisingly, like, I didn't like have any like leaking or anything. I thought I would have like some spotting. The people at my clinic told me to wear like a panty liner. I totally forgot about it. And then when I woke up, like, it was fine though. The only thing I noticed was when I woke up and I went pee, like when I wiped it was like looked like I was spotting, but these progesterone suppositories are like orange color. So that's probably what it was. But my pain has not gotten any better. I'm still hurting so bad. I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel like the constant, like, I don't know, I guess it is constant. It's not as bad as yesterday, but it's still definitely there. It hurts pretty bad. It's pretty uncomfortable. And like, I feel like this full, like, kind of aching, like, in my whole stomach, not just on the left side anymore. And it's not like cramps, not like under here, like below my belly button right there. It's like kind of like above, like where you just have a stomach ache. So that's been really annoying. I'm hoping that that's a good sign. If any of you experienced this and got a positive pregnancy test or know anybody that did, that would be really awesome, because right now I'm just like, oh my God, please let this be over. I don't want to take any medicine because I don't want to like mess up anything. My friend Sarah from Sarah Loves Peter wanted me to use a heating pad, but I don't feel like I should do that either. I feel like that can make me mess something up because it's like so warm. But that's pretty much all that's going on right now. Today's cycle day 16, so I have a while to see if this worked. I have a lot going on right now. I graduate school in June, so school's getting really hard. It's getting really demanding. I have a huge test on Friday that like I am nowhere close to being ready for. So I'm going to need to study for that the next 2 days. And then we found out yesterday that our walkthrough for our house is going to be on the 26th, and we're closing on March 4th. So that's so exciting. I can't wait to have our house, and I love my family dearly, but I'm ready to be back in my own house, just me and my husband. So I'm really excited about that. I'm actually going to go see the house a little bit later today, see what's going on there, see what all they've done. They said that they just finished painting, and last time I was there, there was cabinets in and the hardwood floors in, so I'm not sure if they have the carpet in yet or not. So it'll be exciting to see. I can't wait to go buy all my furniture and move in, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow, one of my best friends is getting married. She's just going to the courthouse. I actually knew her fiance way before I knew her. Me and him and my husband were really good friends for a long time, since like high school. Then he met her, and me and her just clicked right away, so we're like super good friends now. So I am gonna be one of her witnesses and then his best friend. Sorry guys, I'm taking this on my phone and somebody decided to call me. So it messed up the whole video. Anyways, I'm gonna be a witness at one of my best friend's wedding. I don't know what you call it. Like, do you call it a wedding? I don't know. It's just at the courthouse. And then I'm really busy, but she wants to go out tonight for like a girls' night, so I will be going to that. I just have so much going on, but hopefully that will keep me distracted and I won't be thinking about if I'm pregnant or not. And hopefully this pain will get better and hopefully it will go away, at least lessen, because it's really horrible. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on with me. I'm really hoping this one works. If this one does not work, then we're probably gonna have to take some time off because my school schedule is getting really hectic. Near the end of nursing school, you do something called capstone where you go and do clinicals, but you pretty much do everything. Like before, like you follow around the nurse, she shows you how to do stuff, you know. With this, since you're about to be a nurse, like you just, like she follows you around and you just do everything and she just supervises. She or he, sorry, that was kind of sexist. I'll be doing that, and so I'll be doing that 2 or 3 times a week. And then I work at a hospital, so I usually work 1 or 2 days a week. I'm intermittent, so I only have to work 1 time a week. So at least once a week doing work, and then 2 or 3 days a week, probably 3, doing my capstone. And then I have classes 1 day a week. So that's like at the bare minimum, like 5 days a week. And I'm not gonna have time to be like, oh, well, my IUI scheduled on this day, I can't come to work, I can't come to clinical, like I can't go to class. Like that could potentially like screw up me graduating. So I can maybe do 1 more month, maybe. It depends on what my schedule is gonna look like. But after that, like no way until after I graduate, which is in June. So I'm hoping this is it and I won't have to worry about going to all these appointments. Like of course I'm gonna have to go to like ultrasounds once I get pregnant, but it won't be like, you have to come today or you're not going to get pregnant. So we'll see how it works out. It's in God's hands now, and I know he has a plan for us. I keep telling myself that. I know he has a plan for us, and if the plan is for us not to get pregnant right now, it's not. I mean, of course, I'm going to be upset, but that just might not be what our story is going to hold. Maybe it's later on down the road. So we will see what happens. I will keep you guys updated. I'm going to try to post more videos, like, being not infertility based. Like, all the videos I post are, like, just about, like, me, and I'm updating you guys about what's going on. And I know you guys like to see that, but I want you guys to get to know me better. So I'm going to try to come up with some things to do that are not about infertility, that are just about me. And so if you guys have any suggestions for that, comment below. I love all of you. Baby dust to everybody, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.